CBS was busted cold, doing the exact same thing for Donald Trump that he had falsely accused the network of doing for then Vice President Kamala Harris a year ago. And that is, of course, deceptively editing the 60 Minutes interview that he did on Sunday in order to make him not look completely insane and like an incoherent lunatic. Now, CBS did, of course, publish the full interview unedited onto their YouTube channel later in the evening on Sunday, well after everybody had watched it on TV, so they had no reason to go watch the full thing that they didn't even know existed. But CBS did exactly what Donald Trump sued them for, and CBS paid Trump $16 million to drop his lawsuit against them, which, by the way, in part of the edited stuff they didn't show on television, they actually included Donald Trump bragging to Norah O'Donnell about suing her network for $16 million, or for more than that, but getting $16 million from them. They cut that out of the TV broadcast, of course. But they did for Trump what Trump had accused them of doing for others. And he sued them and got $16 million. So, folks, if you want a quick $16 million, I think you know what to do. In fact, Chuck Schumer already suggested that. Chuck Schumer said, quote, "Maybe I should file a complaint with the FCC against the Trump White House for editing his unhinged 60 Minutes interview. It will use the exact same language Trump lodged against Vice President Harris." Now, Chuck, most of the time, you're all talk. Please do this. Please do it just out of principle. Please do it just out of, we're not going to sit by and do nothing. I am begging you, Chuck, do this. Any Democrat, do this. I don't even care who it is. Somebody do this. Because let me give you a little taste of what CBS cut out of their television broadcast. First and foremost, as I mentioned, Trump brags about getting $16 million from the network, saying, quote, "60 Minutes paid me a lot of money, but 60 Minutes was forced to pay me a lot of money because they took her answer out that was so bad. It was election changing 2 nights before the election, and they put a new answer in, and they paid me a lot of money for that. You can't have fake news." Okay, that actually didn't even happen. The reason Trump was mad about 60 Minutes to begin with was not because of anything with the Harris interview. It's because they began that evening's broadcast by saying, "We extended invitations to both Trump and Harris. Harris's people accepted. Trump's people outright refused. So Trump refused to come on." That's what pissed him off. That's why he sued them. So let's make sure everybody understands those facts. Another thing he did that they cut out was praise CBS's new leadership, including Barry Weiss, saying, quote, "You don't have to put this on because I don't want to embarrass you, and I'm sure you're not. I think you have a great new leader, frankly. Who's the young woman that's leading your whole enterprise right now? From what I know. I don't know her, but I hear she's a great person." No, she's actually a partisan hack. And then Trump threatened to walk out of the interview when asked about his recent pardon of the crypto billionaire CZ. Threatened to walk out. But the reason he threatened to walk out is because he didn't know who the guy was. So the exchange is very long. I'm not going to read it all to you, but let me give you the summary. He was asked by Norah O'Donnell about this pardon for CZ, crypto billionaire that also kind of handles some of the Trump crypto. And Trump pardoned him. And Trump's like, I don't know who the guy is. Now, that part was overlooked by Norah O'Donnell, but that's the bigger part. When she kept pushing him on it, that's when he threatened to walk out. But Trump pardoned a guy, but then admits, a week later, like, I don't know who that guy is. I've never met him. I don't know. But you signed the pardon. Or did you? I mean, your own administration announced that they're launching an investigation into President Biden using the auto pen, which for the record, the Supreme Court has already said is 100% legal. But you're now, again, doing the thing that you accused the former president of doing. Like, he didn't know who he was pardoning. You are literally now on camera, which they cut out of the TV broadcast again, admitting you didn't know you pardoned this guy. Uh-oh. Sounds like maybe that pardon could be overturned too. Folks, that is just a sampling of what CBS cut out of the televised broadcast. And again, most people watched it on television. And if they saw it posted online, they're thinking in their heads, like, I don't need to watch, I just watched it. Why would I watch this? Because they don't know that this was taken out. So Trump does the same thing he accused Biden of doing with not knowing who he's pardoning. CBS does the same thing Trump accused them of doing by deceptively editing his interview so he doesn't look like a complete and total lunatic. And the viewers, for the most part, were none the wiser. Thanks for watching, everyone. You know, we're inching closer and closer to 1 million subscribers, and we're aiming to hit that goal before the year closes. So if you aren't subscribed to the channel, please do so, and don't forget to like, comment, and share. Thanks for joining us as we head towards this huge milestone.